Today I'm going to be talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, specifically Red Dead Online, which has been out for about a month now, and I'm going to be highlighting what it has done well so far in its 1 month being live, and secondly, what it needs to improve on. And there's a lot it can improve on, but firstly I'm going to be talking about what it has done well. And the first thing it has done well is its hunting and fishing. I've spent multiple hours just hunting and fishing to increase my amount of money and gold that I have valued so far, and it is really the only way now, after completing the story mission, and if you don't want to play only online, to increase your money. And it is amazing how well they have done on it so far. I mean, I have spent multiple hours and I'm still not bored of it because there's so many different animals in this game. It's insane, and you can just spend so much time doing on it, and I think it's something they've done really well on, and I mean, it's just amazing. And if anybody's going to get this game, even just the hunting and fishing you can do on it so far is amazing, because there's so many different places that you can go that are better than others, and if you can learn what are the best places to hunt and to fish, then you can earn so much money, and it's such an experience just trying to find what are the best places to hunt and to fish in this game to earn yourself money. Secondly, what I think Red Dead has done a really good job on is the posses, because I think it's a very new thing to this game, or to the Rockstar community, that I think they could improve on a lot. I mean, it's such a good idea being able to join in a game, being able to join with your friends, being able to have a camp, being able to improve that camp. And if you can improve that camp, I mean, it is so worth it, because, I mean, there's just so many things you can do, and as the game progresses, there's more things you can unlock that require money, and you need to work with your posse to get that kind of stuff. So you need more money, you need to work together, and there's online that you can do together, and hopefully soon they're going to be adding heist, which I'm going to be talking about later, because I think they're going to add those, and I think if they add that, I mean, this game can become just such a good game. And I mean, there's a lot you can do with posses, and there's a lot that they can work on, which is going to be talking about what I'm going to be talking about next, because there's a lot they can fix. And I think the primary thing that is the best part about Red Dead Online is you can work towards so many things to make yourself better. Firstly is horses. You have to grind your level. You have to be level 90 to get some of the best horses, and then you have to get saddlebags. You have to get stirrups, blankets, bedrolls. I mean, those are appearances, but the stirrups, you can get it to a much higher level. You can improve those. That costs more money, which you get from hunting and fishing, or you get from playing online, or you get from doing the side missions or the primary story in Red Dead Online. And I mean, that's so much just in itself, but then there's also guns, which you can get and you can customize and you can improve, and all that is a few $100s, and that's more hunting or more fishing or more online or being with your posse more, or doing the main storyline, or doing the side missions. And then there's the clothing, which everybody loves, because everybody loves to look nice in this game, and you have to be level 90 and above to get some of the best stuff. And so that's more grinding for your level, and that's more hunting, there's more fishing, there's more being online with your posse and working together and doing the side mission and the main story missions. And I mean, all that together, I mean, those are the three essential parts of this game, and that brings me into the next segue, or this segues into my next portion, which that those three things are what they have so far is an amazing foundation. I mean, they can improve on it so much. And I mean, for the first thing, hunting and fishing, they can add more, like, just more things to hunt and more things to fish, and maybe differentiate like how much money you can get, or ways that you can hunt, or things you can use to hunt. And there's so much stuff you can do just there. And I mean, I'm sure they're going to expand this game in some places, and I mean that by new areas that they're going to add, so that's new places to hunt, and there's things like that. I mean, they can improve so much in that, and then posses is probably the biggest area that they can improve on. I mean, My primary way that I think they can do it is by the camp, your posse camp. They can do a lot there, and I mean by just visual stuff, by appearance and tents and stuff. And the primary way that's something from GTA 5 is the heist, which is I think going to be a big part in this game because there are some really cool things that they can do in that. And the first one that comes to my mind, and I'm sure many of you guys' mind, is the train. I'm sure, because in the story, you've done this, and it's rob a train. And if they can add that in this game, I think that would be an amazing addition. Because, I mean, it is just such a cool thing to be able to rob a train, be able to get money, and then being able to get those things I was talking about earlier, better horses, guns, and clothing. And if they can add a good heist, or good heist, good downloadable content or DLC, then I mean that's such a good start to this game. That I think that's what they need to add first, is they need to add a heist, especially a train heist. I think that would be such a good addition to this game, and I think it's what they need to add first. And there's just so many different routes they can take if they do that. And I mean, there's also bank robberies. I mean, there's just so much they can add to this game to make it better. And then next, I think they really need to add carriages, and that goes along with the hunting I was talking about earlier. It's if you've ever hunted in this game, and I mean, you guys already know what it's like, and for those who don't have this game and haven't hunted yet, it's very frustrating because you can only carry so much at one time. You can only carry one medium carcass or one large pelt. You can carry, and you can carry as many pelts as you want, but you can only carry 2 other carcasses, and those are small carcasses. After that, it is a very limited how much you can hold in carriages. I mean, the only way to get them right now is if you steal them and then the cops are after you, and you don't get to keep them. So if they add buyable carriages, I think that is such a good thing, because along with your posse, I mean, you can hold your posse in it, and you guys can be a little crew that goes around, and you guys could just mess around in it. But that'd be a really cool thing, you know? There's like 2 dudes in the front driving it, and then there's 3 of you in the back just shooting at people, and I mean, I think that would be quite funny in itself, and that would be quite a good time just to do that. And then next is property, which has already been hinted at slightly, and I think it'll be a really good addition, because it's hard. I mean, it's hard to gain money in this game, and if you're able to get property instead of just having your camp, I mean, that would be a lot of fun, because I mean, having like a farm where you can house your own stables and where you can do all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's an amazing addition. I mean, being able to have your own farm and being able to upgrade that in itself also goes along with, I mean, so many other things. I mean, it is a very good idea to add property, and it's already been hinted at, and I'm sure they're going to add it. And I mean, there's just so much they can add to this game, and I think it has potential to be one of the best games this coming year. I mean, I already think that with the story and with the online, it should have received Game of the Year, and sadly it didn't. I think if it had come out a bit sooner, then it could have. But I mean, it is one of the best games in 2018, and I think it will be in the game be the best game in 2019 because of all the stuff they can add, because it can improve off of GTA 5, and it will improve off of it, and I'm sure of that. And there's just so much they can add in the base game right now. They have added so much foundation to it that'll make the game truly amazing. And that's it. And I'm going to be doing this frequently, just me walking around and talking about games and how they can improve it, or just topics right now that I really like and things that I am knowledgeable about, and I'll just talk into them while I run around in games. And that's it, guys. If you watched, thank you, and I hope for the next one you tune in and watch, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.